Our location is Dayton, Ohio, but our reach is global. In fiscal year 2014, the world's media sought University of Dayton scholars and administrators to answer big questions and spread news about our initiatives and strategic priorities. Nearly 1,400 outlets carried stories about Dayton becoming the first Catholic university in the U.S. to divest from fossil fuels. University of Dayton President Daniel Curran's Huffington Post op-ed and CNBC interview led national coverage. His interview on Vatican Radio reached 75 nations. News of our bike pledge and giveaway went far and wide.
The University of Dayton is giving 100 students.
The university is giving away 100 bicycles.
National outlets reported on President Curran being among Catholic higher education leaders calling on Congress to enact immigration reform, and featured faculty expertise on unethical treatment of immigrants. National media also highlighted faculty expertise and efforts in the area of human trafficking. Human rights and sustainability are ways we carry out our mission and Catholic identity, which also received media attention in fiscal year 2014. Media statewide picked up stories about university efforts to provide a dynamic, enriching worship space, and our efforts in Catholic education. More than 30 outlets nationwide, from Connecticut to San Francisco, picked up an Associated Press story about the Catholic Education Summit. Top Catholic scholars discussed the latest Vatican happenings.
More on the shakeup is Sandra Yoakum, professor of religious studies.
Like Sandra Yoakum on Arise TV, to audiences in Europe, Africa, and the Middle East, and on Voice of Russia Radio to audiences in 160 countries. And Dennis Doyle on Al Jazeera America. Our efforts in making college more accessible also received attention. Our success in the NCAA basketball tournament brought attention to our athletics program as well as our university. Some of the nation's top media outlets told the University of Dayton story multiple times. The New York Times wrote about the University of Dayton at least 5 times, including a feature on our bike giveaway. CNBC and CNBC.com featured the university and our experts at least 7 times, including broadcasting from Rise. The Chronicle of Higher Education, where the University of Dayton appeared at least 3 times, interviewed Vice President for Enrollment Management and Marketing, Sundar Kumarasamy, about how to demystify the admission process. We received at least 6 mentions in the Wall Street Journal, including a front-page story about law school trends with a picture of School of Law Dean Paul McGreal, and a law blog feature. On at least 6 occasions, the Associated Press spread news about the university nationwide. 2 stories were about our chapel renovation, and another was about our Catholic Education Summit. And the CNN family featured University of Dayton experts at least 8 times. In all, media talked to nearly 120 different University of Dayton faculty, staff, or students about their expertise or programs, including media outlets in Jamaica, Argentina, Brazil, and Myanmar. Media in top 100 markets, excluding Dayton, mentioned the university at least 2,828 times, with a perceived advertising value of at least $5.67 million and a possible audience reach of $4.49 billion. Local media carried stories about the university at least 260 times. These are just some of the highlights from the last fiscal year. To see a complete list, visit go.udayton.edu/udstory 2013-14.